Welcome back to another edition of the Street Report. Appreciate you for tuning in today. On today's show, ladies, you're gonna need your popcorn because your boy, Mr. Steal Your Girl, Trey Songz, is on today's Street Report. You know what? He's got a brand new album, brand new TV show. Also on today's show, one of my favorite Caribbean artists of all time, Sizzla on today's Street Report. And he does something I haven't seen a lot of people do at a radio station in a very long time. Plus, we'll close out with a live performance from one of my favorite new R&B artists in the DMV area. I'm talking about Jay Alexander. It goes down next. I'm Easy Street, and this is the Street Report.
Hey!
What up, Tremaine Playboy?
What's happening, baby?
Good to see you, man.
Age. I'm getting old. You jump in a reverse Asian machine. You got the youth. You just said that?
Exactly, yo.
Like you might have moved to Cali and got the vegan on. Usually when you see people looking good, like, boy, you done knocked off about 10 years.
Thank you, man. Well, look at you, man. Look at you.
Look at you. Up.
Exactly, man. Well, I was going to tell this story at the end of the interview, but I want to tell this story right now because you came to D.C. and you performed for us at the Stone Soul Picnic, and this is like one of your very first big performances here in D.C.
That's crazy.
And people were excited. We knew that you were going to be a star. People were excited and they rushed the stage. And a barrier fell down.
Yeah, I remember.
A barrier fell down and Trey Songz stopped the whole concert. It was like, wait a minute, hold on. When that moment happened, I knew that you were going to be a star. We knew that you were going to be something special, man. We are so proud of you, bro.
Thank you so much, man.
You remember that day?
If I could blush, I would. But I definitely remember. You see, I know what
Yes.
happened. Man, and you know, it was in that moment, being that, like you said, it was the beginning of me having big shows. It's the beginning of that for me. So that's probably one of the first times I seen something like that happen, and not knowing what to do. Like,
but to have that awareness,
thought like, hold on, we gotta stop.
Right, but to have that awareness that young in your career just told us that where you were, man. That was beautiful, man.
It's that a long time coming.
That's one of my favorite moments, man.
Yes, it's the first. I tell people all the time, like, just thinking back on my career, like, you gotta appreciate the first, like, of anything, like first magazine cover, first huge show, first, like, I think back and I remember a lot of that, like, nostalgic, just because, you know, you get used to anything. You know, not to say you're unappreciative or to say that, you know, you don't love it. It's just, you know, those firsts and those moments and I had a lot of firsts here in DC, a lot of firsts with KYS, like a lot of firsts, you know what I mean? It's just amazing to be here so much later in my career, like coming up here, that bright-eyed kid, and you know, just being happy to represent for the DMV, and you know, now being an actual representative for the DMV and people expecting and waiting for music from me, and now I'm just happy to be back. I'm excited, man. It's a 15-song project, very few features. I actually came out with the Anticipation mixtape, the third version of that, probably a month or two ago. And I have an artist on there by the name of Mike Angel, who's from my hometown, and he's one of the only voices you'll hear on the project outside of mine. Tremaine, the album, man, is very vulnerable. It's self-titled. You know, throughout my career, I went through a long roller coaster of emotions. You know, whether it be love, sensuality, sex, club, turn up. You know what I mean? So this album has all those components, but with the man that I am now, you know, the thoughts that I'm having now. And if you can tune in TremaineThePlayboy.com to see all videos when they come out, Thursday 9 p.m. Every week. 5 videos coming out. We got Nobody Else With You.
5 videos?
5 videos.
5 videos on Thursday?
5 videos every Thursday.
Wow.
It's coming out, it's going down. So check it out, TremaineThePlayboy.com. We got the pre-order available as well. We got calendars, we got cards. Actually, when you pre-order, you actually get tour tickets as well.
Love that. Now, the TV show on VH1, I saw the trailer. I was like, oh, yo, the trailer was so crazy with the girl. Why did you decide to do that in the first place?
Well, it was just an idea, man, I had to bring people's attention to music. You know, thinking of how people love reality television, thinking of how music and streaming have, you know, changed so much. Also thinking of how people consume music, how much people love videos. a lot of my fans live on YouTube. They might even listen to music on YouTube. Like YouTube is not just a visual place anymore, it's also audio. So I was like, how can, after being in the game as long as I have been, how can we come up with a new strategy, get people's attention, and tell a story at the same time? Because the reality show aspect in the marketing campaign just had a lot of people's perspectives, just every perspective. Why is he doing this? What's up with these girls? Why could I sign up? Why would Kev let him do this? What does his mama think? What's going on? Oh, he look good though. Oh, he must need some money. So I just love the fact that it was just, you know, confusion around, and then, you know, at the end of it all, everybody knows I'm bringing attention to music. So it was fun. I directed and edited it. Damn near every video.
Now, I heard that in another interview. I heard that you said that you recognize that this reality TV thing is all fake and an illusion. Right. So you wanted to use that whole illusion thing to help you get the music out there too, as another way to.
It's kind of like trolling the world, you know, because I think one of the things I love about the culture nowadays, as much as it's like a double-edged sword, like. News gets out very fast, whether it be true, whether it be incorrect, whether it passes faster than ever. So with this idea, you have people that still think I'm doing a show, even though it's bringing music out. So I think just challenging us as a people and us as a culture to go further investigate anything that you look into. You know what I mean? Anything you see on the internet don't mean it's true. So, and I'm a firm believer in that, just from negativity and situations I've been through. So it's fun to have fun with people who have them think I'm doing something stupid, but it's really smart.
So this is all going to be on the web, and
yeah,
you can see this at
TremendousPlayboy.com. And shout out to VH1, man, who actually was a partner and helped as a driver in a vehicle towards the site, and actually helped us, you know, even now to this day, like they still in the process every week, like we showing teasers on VH1, they driving people to the site. So I just, you know, haven't been in the game so long and haven't put out an album every which way, put out a single this way, that way. I done did a lot of things. So this for me was it re-energized, you know, my love for this part of it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Just putting the music out, making the rounds, talking about it, not making it just like, oh, I just did this song, I did this one video, you know what I mean, and this is the album.
How'd you find the girls, man? I saw the twins, I saw the white chick with the big old booty, I saw the Spanish chick as well.
And you know what's crazy about their personalities? Like, I actually was there when they were doing the interviews, and like we kind of dressed their personalities up and just like played a whole joke on what reality TV is. Like the girl Holly Joso, that's Spanish. She's actually Spanish, but she don't talk like that. Like, you know, like it's extra.
She was getting her act on.
Right. Yeah. And the girls, man, they did a great job. You know, we looked through. Shout out to Atlantic. They helped me cast, and a lot of those girls, like I actually have been seeing. Like some of them do like the comedy videos on Instagram and like stuff like that. So in booking and casting, I look for people that have personalities and that could have fun and that saw themselves as not only just models but actresses and people that could actually buy into the concept. Because it's when I first started telling people, like, it wasn't really that easy to grasp until it came about. Like even my label, I came like, I want to do this. You know, they was looking at me a little funny. I'm like, trust me, it'll be good. Gave me the money and we got it done.
Perfect. So
back to the cars.
Back to the cars.
HTTR.
Somebody told me that you won $100,000 playing blackjack at the MGM Grand. Is that a true story? Is that true?
There's a little more than that. But yeah.
$100,000?
Yeah, I can.
Wow! So you know.
The thing about gambling though is you can win it. It ain't yours unless you leave with it.
Up next on the Street Report, we'll check in with reggae dancehall superstar Sizzla Kalonji. Then a live performance by Jay Alexander. All straight ahead on the Street Report.
You are not a stranger to these parts. You have a huge fan base here in DC, man. How did that happen?
Well, you know, it's just the whole works. You know, people been supporting Sizzla ever since I'm out there doing this work of His Majesty. You know what I mean? I've been through this place more than once, and I've been working, you know what I mean? And you got to just keep the fans up and running, keep heightening the spirit of the people. So, you know, people, they're always going to be supporting the artists. So just like that, the fan base just increased, and this is one of the territory where Sizzla got a lot of support. Big respect.
Wonderful. Now, you've laced us with some exclusive tracks.
Yes.
That's never been heard anywhere in the world, and we're going to play it here for everyone first in D.C., man. I want to thank you for that. So, if you were the president of reggae music, and you had to give the State of the Union of reggae music and dancehall, what would you say to the people? Where are we right now with the music?
Well, presently, the music is within the realms of the Almighty, and we should use the music to lead the people. So where we're at presently, we're just trying to collaborate with great artists and musicians, trying to get this message out to the people, because the music is for the redemption of the people, to be leading the people, guiding them in the path of righteousness, reminding people what they've lost over the past, and reminding them where they should be going. And we should use the music as an instrument to guide the people. So we should at all times stand with firm assertion and conviction that the people depends on the music, and we, the artists and the musicians, are the one producing the music for the people. So we should just take full responsibility in leading the people through the music.
So what do you say to the individuals that don't take responsibility with the music? They're just making the music for the gain of money, or just to make dough, or just to, as party tunes, and they make music for a different purpose, Words for those individuals. And I know you don't stand in judgment of them at all, but what would you like to say about that? Because here in America, we have all kinds of music, and probably 80% of the music that we play on the radio here in America is not positive music at all.
Well, the people use the music for enjoyment. Just about anything, for sport, as I said, for advertisement. I'm saying, as we, the Rastafari family, we use the music to guide the people. Well, music is a cycle. You notice the CD, it's round. The record, it's round. Life is a cycle, and it's going to be coming right back at you. So you might be happy now making a lot of songs romantically, a lot of songs just for the clubs, but when real matters of the nation comes at hand, like for the nation welfare, well-being, and people concerning about what's happening, people going missing and a lot of stuff bad happening, the music is what we should use to get to the people as an instrument. So therefore, I think you should not only make songs for the parties and just for the sake of love, but you need to make songs for righteousness and in defense and leading the people in a positive sense. So it's just for you as artists to think, meditate, write, and make a lot more songs. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you this. I believe I asked the same question of Morgan Heritage. I'm going to ask you the same question. They came by and they were on the show as well. And I asked them this: how does it feel to know that the Rasta was right about marijuana the whole time?
Oh, yes, naturally. And the world already knew about marijuana. Years before now, people been using marijuana for domestic purposes, medicinal purposes, industrial purposes. But then again, Babylon just trying to keep I black people in slavery. So the good for us as people, where we should inherit such, it's going to be barred, and they're going to put a lot of thing around it to distract us from what's right about ourselves and things that we should be using to keep our health on a higher standard. So not because it's still not free. And who is man to make laws against anything created by him, the same power that created man? So naturally, Rastafari, I've been talking about marijuana. We've been persecuted for marijuana, and now the world is knowing about it through the medicinal purposes and the legalization of such based upon the laws being given. But yes, it's right, to teach the people, show the people what's right, because it's a part of the vegetable, I would say, family. You know what I'm saying? So Rastafari deals with marijuana within the sense of sacrament, because we in the Western Hemisphere, we're not properly facilitated with the instruments like dispensaries and such, and get the legal authority through the government to do a lot of stuff with the marijuana, to produce stuff from the marijuana. So the best thing we can do as Rastafari is just have it as a sacrament, just for now. Yeah, but if we should be given the full authority in using marijuana, we'd use it for medicinal purposes, we use it for industrial purposes, for clothing and a lot more stuff. A lot of people, they've been sick for years and it's marijuana, which is the good ailment for them, but somehow the government keep a ban on it, because it would not only be for medicinal purposes. People could get really wealthy off such a plant also, and having a set of people you want to be in slavery or in servitude for a long time and freeing them up with marijuana that is not only medicinal purposes, they can use it to make a lot of money and stuff. You're not going to be authorizing such as a slave master, so we still got a little fight.
Mm-hmm. That's just interesting. As I was listening to your response, thinking about like in California, Washington State, Colorado, they have dispensaries. They have a whole industry. And here in D.C. now, marijuana is decriminalized and is partially legal as well for recreational use, which is a brand new law that just came to D.C. within the last 365 days. But it's so interesting to me now that, you know, we have these dispensaries here in America, but they have no dispensaries in Jamaica at all.
Yeah, as I said before, you know, you're not going to allow those you want to keep in servitude to get the power of real money and industries, because they're going to take themselves out of servitude and they're going to be free. Naturally, yes. Honestly speaking, in the Rastafari family, the black family, marijuana is free for us in the Rastafari
It's in your backyard,
government.
man. It's just
natural.
right there.
It's a natural plant.
Right.
Yeah, who's man to make laws against anything created by the same power that created a man? But what I'm saying is not everyone in this world can manage the full strength of the marijuana. Mm-hmm. Yeah, despite you have a lot of people that are smoking marijuana, a lot of people can't smoke marijuana. It's too strong for them.
Right.
So we just got to be honest, yeah? So then again, I understand what's happening through the level, I would say, the health industry. But then again, marijuana is a natural plant. You know, we can use it to do a lot of stuff to take our people out of slavery, out of poverty. And, you know, America, Canada, a lot of great countries been making billions of marijuana. Yes, so we can't just be criticizing the plant because we smoke it. There's a lot more potential in the plant.
For the ladies. For the ladies.
For the ladies.
For the ladies.
For the ladies. Club Bliss.
Give it to them, Sizzla.
Club Bliss come alive. Banging, banging. Hey, hey girl, where do you go? Don't you need my love? When are you going to let us play? When are you going to come my way? What sort of thing they've been telling you? Hey, I got to stop them from compelling you, girl. They just won't stop me from getting you. Give me a try, 'cause I know that, yeah, things will be great. Me, your mind, don't deny. True love never dies. Whoa, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna take you there. Hey, child, you know Club Bliss. Hey. I'm missing you. Yeah, Washington, one name dry cry, evil tears, even your tribe, but who cares? Whose fault? No one but yourself. Things do up in words can't explain. Beyond the human reasoning, joy mixed with your pain. People would say things just the worst that's ever had. They don't want for us to reach nowhere. Club Bliss, Washington, gotta be there. Hey, why does he got to be this way? Got the gal them getting ready, got them know tonight. Sizzla yeah. Just wanna know, hey, and don't know. Club Bliss. Turn up the radio. Big up the fans, them.
Coming up next on The Street Report, Sizzla is not done. He's not. He continues to lace us with a live performance in the studio, and we're not mad at that at all. Also straight ahead, DJ Khaled tells us about the making of his #1 smash hit, Wild Thoughts, featuring Rihanna and Bryson Tiller. And we'll close out the show with the live performance with Jay Alexander.
And all his enemies be scattered, alright? Hey, what? Yeah, remember that one, yeah? Foxy Brown, big up yourself, same way. That's how you go, you can't change. Judgment yards, a sex and yes, I need some of mine. Hey, come kick it with me, shawty, hey. Give me that loving every time, hey. Work it, work it, work it, work it, hey. That's fine with me. Come love with me, girl. Wind up on it. I'm here to rock your world. That's fine with me. Come love with me, girl. Wind up
Washington, one of a kind, I'm precious, the only thing there. You never see nothing as mine. Darling, there, that something of yours, I gotta get up. Oh, watch me stroking, fix it, we sit up. Hey, as you sit there and get there and Steven attacking like a woman. Girl, I keep you screaming. Baby girl, I know that you've been thinking of to reminiscing on this. Hey, damn, I come get your girl. Yeah, say that to burn you up in 20 different ways. You gotta, hey, that's fine. Big up yourself.
That's why our music can't change.
Sizzla.
Yeah. Big up all of the artists them same way. Singers, DJs, rappers, you know, dub poets, you know, so we all help to make it possible. Big up yourself, you know me I say. And first of all, acknowledge the Almighty in our midst. Rastafari, you don't know nothing is possible without the Almighty and prayers. Big up yourself. Easy, cause you don't know the I them. I do the works for years. And you know I represent the whole black world of people and I represent Rastafari. So first of all, I gotta say greetings in the name of the Most High, Imperial Majesty, Emperor King Selassie the First, conquering land, the tribe of Judah, elect of Jah, Rastafari. And remember now, the gun thing don't work, the drugs thing don't work, the kidnapping thing, abducting people don't work, killing, stealing, it don't work, zero murder from Augustown to the whole entire world, four corners universally. We say fundamental freedom, redemption, black international repatriation, known to the fact that I'm in Washington, you know what I mean? And I got to represent His Majesty, Prince Emmanuel, Marcus Garvey, and all the great black leaders. We know we stand for repatriation, black people going back to Africa to build their homeland where they were forcefully taken away. So, Rastafari, big up all the Ethiopian people in Washington, too. Really great because we want to see the crime and the violence being eradicated out of the community and the whole entire world. So you don't know, war bring money. But we have fight against war, we have burnout war. I love we are deal with. Make love bring money and the talents of the people. Go to school, get education, and remember, praise the Almighty and live. God bless.
Thank you, Mama, for the 9 months you carried me through all those pain and suffering. Black woman and child, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, sure. They can't keep a good man down. Yeah, you don't know how it go. Big up yourself.
DJ Khaled tells us about the making of his #1 smash hit, Wild Thoughts, featuring Rihanna and Bryson Tiller.
Good to see you, Khaled.
How you been?
Yo, Wild Thoughts, man. I'm doing good.
Wild Thoughts.
Wild Thoughts out here.
No, listen, let me tell you something. This record, this video, you know, I make a lot of records. I've been blessed to make some #1s and make a lot of big anthems. But this record, it's like, I walk down the street, I hear it. I hear people driving by, I hear it. I walk out of a bodega, I hear it. I'm in the gym, I hear it. Like, you know, as an artist, as a DJ, as a producer, as a music man, we work hard to make, and our goal is to make a #1 record, but also, it's nothing like making a record that the culture and the streets embrace,
right,
as well as it goes #1 on the charts. That's a blessing.
Right.
There's nothing like, you know what I mean, everybody's on the same page. You know what I mean? So I'm excited, and I'm excited because today my album is officially in stores, online, on every streaming platform, on iTunes. You know, I worked so hard for this day, and it's my 10th album, and it's called Grateful, and I just want to say thank you. It's my thank you by me giving you the amazing music. Thank you to the world, you know?
Well, thank you for putting Rihanna and Bryson together. Now, I wanted to know, is that Carlos Santana on the guitar?
So,
I want to know that.
So, yes, I flipped the Carlos Santana. I replayed the music.
Right.
Me and my team replayed it. Basically, I took Maria and flipped it.
Right.
And when I did that, it was an idea I had years ago, but I wanted to make sure when I do it amazingly.
Right.
So I've been trying to work with Rihanna for 7 years. Me and her always been cool, but you know, I wanted to find the right record. So a few years ago, I thought about flipping this, and I wanted to, before I do it, I wanted to know if I had a chance to work with the Riri.
Right.
So I flipped it, and I presented the Riri, shot a party next door too. You know what I'm saying? He put his blessings on there.
Right.
And she loved it. And I reached out to Carlos Santana, Wyclef, Jerry Wonder.
They gave you the stamp, right?
They gave me the stamp, and they cleared it for me. You know, I replayed, you know, and I got inspired by their record.
Right.
And that's what's so dope about collaborating, making music. And that's so dope about timeless music. Because think about it, that record came out 14 years ago.
Right.
The new generation probably never heard of that record before. Me and you know it.
Right.
So now when they do their homework, they realize how both the records, how big they are.
Right.
And it's just a blessing to make a record that Carlos Santana approved and Y Club approved.
Mm-hmm. Final question. Yo, we just got finished having Father's Day, man. This is your first Father's Day.
Yeah.
How did that feel, man?
It felt great, man. You know what I mean? Every day is my son's day. So, you know, me being a father is like, you a father?
Of course,
Yeah,
man.
so-
There go my daughter right there.
Oh man, God bless her. You know, ain't no words can explain.
Right.
You know, it's a different type of love and joy. It's like the realest form of love and joy.
Right.
And it's my son. I love you, Asad, and I'm everything for my son.
You so wavy, wavy. You turn it up a little bit. I need to hear that thing, man. Yeah. Sensation came over my body. I can't contain it. Oh no, no, no. Picturing me holding your body. I can't replace it. In my mind. Pretty hair, so soft skin. She got a cute smile, make some good kids. Before I get too far, can we be friends? Tryna guard your heart, let me peep in. I take you out town for the weekend. I let you floss out in my BM. Cause I know you like to party on the weekend. Drinking, got you freaking to the weekend. Sauce your demeanor, and I feel it, baby, wave it like the Indian Ocean, let me get it. I've been trying to ride your wave for a minute, baby. Give me just a moment of time. Please, girl, you so heavy. I want you to have my baby. Pulling off, girl, I'm racing. Anything for my leg. I done had my eyes on you. Ever since I caught that vibe off you. Girl, you so wavy, 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 wavy. Girl, you so wavy. I want you to have my baby, yeah. Off, girl, I'm racing anything for my lady. I done had my eyes on you. Ever since I caught that vibe off you. Girl, you so wavy, 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 wavy. I'm drowning, girl, I'm drowning. And I'm all up in your way. I'm surrounded, and temptation's out to play, girl. It's out to play, So give me your phone, girl, let's take a selfie. I want you alone, cause baby, I'm selfish. Get in the whip, baby, come on and take a ride. Left hand on the wheel and my right hand in your hot side. Ooh, sauce your demeanor, and I feel it, baby, wavy like the Indian Ocean. I can get it. I've been trying to ride your way for a minute, baby. Give me just a moment of time, please, girl. So wait. I want you to have my yeah. Off, girl, I'm racing anything for my lady. I have my eyes on you. Ever since I caught that vibe of you. Girl, you so wavy. Girl, you so wavy. It's so damn wavy, baby. Yeah. I want you to have my yeah. Pulling off, girl, I'm racing.
All right, that is our show for today, ladies and gentlemen. Jay Alexander, want to shout out to my DJ Ease. We'll see you next week on The Street Report. Peace.